which was responsible mainly for this solution of the problem, were completely destroyed by Allah's hand. While they remained powerful, so much powerful after this, that if a true election was to be held after martial law, still Bhutto's party would win. Still it is the ghost of Bhutto which is threatening Zia and his supporters in the regime. This is why they don't go to the elections. They are afraid of Bhutto. Still, after it's being done. But Bhutto, alive, and his entire force and the entire support of the world could not save him from the wrath of Allah. If he was right, if it was the enemy of God whom he had ultimately succeeded in, if not destroying, in deeply wounding, then what sort of reaction showed Allah showed to him? What a strange God he is now. That first of all, he does not react to such situations which are in fact against him. He does not react against such movements which are in fact against the very essence of religion, if that we are wrong. And he becomes completely paralyzed. But when people begin to help him and they sort of achieve some success, then suddenly the whole paralysis disappears and he wakes up to destroy those people who helped him. Strange God. Not one which is witnessed in the history of religion at all. And the nutshell was, the sum total was, that the same would now, within the 10 years of their so-called success, started saying that look here, Ahmadiyyat has emerged much stronger than before. What have we gained? They are spreading faster. They are gaining more in influence, in number, in wealth, in everything. So what is the net result of that exercise of 74? So some more hurdles should be put in their ways. And the first hurdle which they had put in 74, it was a hurdle of course, which was put in the way of Ahmadiyyat's progress, was mainly this, that they said that if we declare them non-Muslims officially, only then their preaching would be frustrated and stopped, and they will cease to spread among others. The claim of the mullah was, previous to 74, that whatever arguments we give against Ahmadis, our arguments do not reach the common man. And the common man also is incapable of understanding those arguments. Ahmadis go to them and deceive them and say things which the commoner doesn't understand, so poor man in simplicity accepts Ahmadiyya. So to stop this deception, it is necessary that categorically they are declared not Muslims. No Muslim in his sanity would jump that high and cross over the wall of Islam and land into the non-Islamic land. That is the sort of concept which they had created, and they in fact succeeded in implementing that. And Allah permitted them to do it so that another idol is broken. Like previously, Allah had been breaking every idol they created. They said, all right, if this is the idol, you think this is going to work against us, go ahead and do it. They did it. And now their analysis is that Ahmadiyyat is spreading much faster than before 74. And this is true. General Chishti, when he was in power, he was asked once in Azad Kashmir about the measures they were taking against Ahmadiyyat. So his answer, which is published in Pakistani papers, was this, that we took every measure to stop Ahmadis from spreading through preaching. But most unfortunately, according to the government reports, since 1974, they have gained 10% more adherents through preaching, which never happened in the pre-74 era. So their so-called success was in fact a stone laid for their own destruction. And this is why they have reacted so strongly against us, and they say now, unless they are deprived of all human rights, they are not going to, we cannot stop them from spreading. The result is that we are spreading even faster. And in certain places in Karachi, in Pakistan, reports are coming that previously the rate of conversion was, for instance, 30 per month, and after this ordinance, that rate has risen to twice as much. I mean, I'm just quoting figures. And people who are taking interest in Ahmadiyya after this ordinance are coming from all walks of life, even some people who were never approached by Ahmadiyya. They themselves come to Ahmadiyya and tell them that preaching is stopped, is a crime for you, made a crime for you, but not for us. So we are free. We come to you and so tell us about Ahmadiyya, and we take the responsibility. And the Ahmadis take the risk. They say, all right, even if we are punished, and if this is a crime, then it's all right for us. So I get reports, daily reports of strange pro-Ahmadiyya inclinations and tendencies among every class of the people. In civil, in military, among the illiterate, in villages. Even people come and accept Ahmadiyya without any Ahmadi having ever spoken to. For instance, some people have accepted Ahmadiyya just because Allah had shown them in dream that Ahmadiyya is true. And just like that, they were left with no choice, they came and accepted Ahmadiyya. So as far as Ahmadiyya goes, every measure they take against us, that is going to be frustrated, and every idol they make in their imagination, that idol is going to help them. That idol will be broken by Allah. And this is the phenomenon. Hostility is permitted to flourish as it pleases. Yet it is frustrated. Entirely in every direction. Defeat is their lot, and victory is the lot of the people. So now you understand that the animosity against the prophets is in fact a blessing in disguise. Otherwise, they are the most loved people by Allah. Why should Allah put them in such a hazardous situation? To show their love and nearness is a mercy. To show Allah's love and nearness is a mercy. Now, there is no time left for other questions, because this was a very important question Dr. Sahib asked, and I wanted to take some time explaining the answer. So the time is not wasted, because I think this was a very good question. If you come tomorrow, maybe you can ask this question tomorrow.
Yes.
Will you come tomorrow? Or if it's a question which requires a short answer, you put your question. If it is a question which requires a short answer, I'll dispense with it now.
Yes, it is.
Otherwise, I'll refer it to tomorrow.
In the essence of the philosophy of preaching, is it right to use logic and reason? In the essence of the philosophy of preaching, is it good to use logic and reason? Yes, it is.
It does, because the meaning of preaching is simply this, that you see light and you see goodness in some direction. And you also see darkness and suffering and destruction in another